So hello, you tasty morsels, and my dear vamps and vamplettes. Today, well, let's just say, I'm in a foul mood. A very foul mood. Oh yeah. And just to cut to the chase, what happened today caused me to break a nail. Not just a nail. I broke several claws. It'll take them a while to grow back, but until then, I'm in a foul mood. So, today we're going to do something to brighten my day, or my evening, or my night. Okay? I did promise a human that I would make them some biscuits. And you know, I'm a lover of biscuits. They're cool. But there are those times when you really don't feel like making them from scratch. All right? And really, that's a good concept to use here, because there are so many of my dear vamps and vamplettes who have literally never cooked a thing in a damn existence. But then again, there are a lot of our human food out there that they don't even know how to make food for themselves. Did I say I was in a foul mood? Yes, I am. Okay. Anyhow, okay, we're gonna make quick biscuits. How quick, Lady V? Well, this quick. They usually come in this kind of a can. I do remember them from back in the day. I was still amazed they still make them. But anyhow, from what I remember, they weren't that bad. They're fairly nutritious. They go good with things that one would normally eat biscuits with. Okay, so, and I want to do this PS statement, and that is the fact that I do not get paid for endorsing any of these products, okay? Again, that's why I have a donation button, okay? Just letting you wonderful, tasty humans know, and my dear vamps and vamplettes, help a vamp out. Anyhow, these are basically this brand, and they're called Southern Homestyle, okay? So, and let me tell you what you need to make them. You heat your oven to 375, and it says 350 for a non-stick cookie sheet. Anyhow, the second is going to be place the biscuits 1 to 2 inches apart on an ungreased cookie sheet. Now, in case you don't know what an ungreased cookie sheet looks like, there you go. This is considered a cookie sheet. They can come smaller, all right? This is just what was hanging around. Like I said, you want to use what you got, okay? So that's yeah. It has been cleaned and washed and dried out, and now it's ready to accept the biscuits. Last but not least, you bake them for 12 to 16 minutes or until golden brown. That's it. There's nothing else you need to do. Oh my goodness. How easy can this be? Let's see. Okay, how do you open this thing? Oh, start here. It says pop. Then it says press spoon against. Oh God. You know, you humans have not evolved to X-ray vision. I do not understand why you use microscopic printing on your instructions. Let's see here. Pop, press spoon against seam, peel in direction of arrow. There's an arrow in here. So it tells me to pop. But it also says stored here. Okay, I'm wrong. Let me start this again. Okay, the directions for the biscuits. We're going right to left, not left to right. Gotta remember what country you're in. Okay, so it's stored here. peel. So I guess where it says start here, I peel this. And then it says press a spoon against the seam. And then it says pop. Okay, now back in the day, I think you peeled it. And then you just bounced it off of your table and it popped open. Which was really kind of cool, you know. And like I said, you got a little bit of frustration out. Just bam, bam, done. Okay, so first let me get a spoon because I don't got one. Spoon. Okay, here we go. It's got a little tab here, and I'm going to pull it. See, this is what it says. So you'll still have the directions. Let me see, does it clear up? No, it's not going to clear up. Okay, I understand. All right, so we're going to just peel. And other things open up as you peel it off. Cool. So you got this thing here. Where is it? Oh, yes. You got this thing here. Tells you all the stuff you need to do. Just in case you forget. Okay, next. All right. It says press the spoon against the seam. And it says it right there. Press the spoon against the... Guys, it don't get any easier than this. Okay, so I'm pressing the spoon. I got it. And then it says pop. All right. Look at that. I only had to do it once. I thought sure I was going to have to do it twice. That just wasn't enough. I really should do it again, shouldn't I? Nah, okay. We got to get through this. I really don't want this to be a very long video. Okay, so then after that, this is what you get. All right. Now, you take your ungreased cookie sheet. I think that's all you need to do with the spoon, so you can just, toss the spoon. All right. Now, it says it's going to be about, how many days are supposed to be in here? Something like about 10. So, let me get this down on the cookie sheet. Let me see here. Okay, I'm going to have to push this up a bit. Okay, I'll get this onto the cookie sheet. So, I decided to bring it down a little bit more. Okay. So, I decided to bring it down a little bit more so that you can see the cookie sheet. The cookie sheet that's right there. So, really, they're good-sized biscuits. I mean, look at that. All right. So, I'm going to put one there, and I guess we could do it that way. How many supposed to be in here? I forgot 8 biscuits. Oh, well, it's only going to be 8. Let's do it this way. Just move that. Get that out of there. Okay. That's what happens when you have a very small kitchen table. Okay, you take that. Gonna put it here. And take this one, put it there. Put this one. Back that up a bit. Back it up. Work with me here. Okay. The only thing I have to say is I think this cookie sheet is too big. All right, and then you have that there. Oh, okay. Think we got it. They're looking pretty good. Yeah. Okay. This thing right here, you throw it away. Okay, that's what we'll do. All right. Okay, so I have, so, biscuits, look at that. Now, all you do now is you just take these bad boys and pop them in the oven. Then, you take your handy dandy cell phone, or whatever you're using for timekeeping, and we put it on, Oh yeah, it was like 12 to 16 minutes. Okay, I'm going to start with 12. I'm going to break it down in the middle and just make it 13, okay? And there we are. Now, you can go and prepare for your human to arrive, or you can kick back and wait for these things to cook and think about what you're going to do with them once they do cook. All that good stuff. But anyway, we got 13 minutes here. Okay. Oh, ouch. Oh, hi. We're back. Well, it's been 13 minutes, and I have just been enjoying my favorite liquid libation. But, like I said, I'm in a fall mood. Anyhow, let's take a look and see how these instant biscuits are doing. Okay. First, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stove. And let's go in here. Oh my. Oh my. I have to admit, I'm impressed. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. They smell good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now it said put it on an ungreased sheet. Don't you guys stick on me. Don't add insult to injury here. Okay, just a minute here. You gonna get something so I can scoop them up. Right, so we have, let's do this. Maybe I had, okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. Guys, this one's actually stuck to the goddamn pan. Come on. Get underneath. There we go. All right, so we have biscuits. They really look nice. There they are, and you just move around so nicely. Kinda. But anyway, they're very nicely done. Even when I was making them from scratch, this is kind of the way they would come out. Looking very, very good. All right. And that's as far as we're going to go right now. But when you want to have some really quick, ready to go biscuits to go with your main meal, or if it's in the morning and you're doing your coffee and biscuits, which, you know, it's sort of like the tea and crumpets thing that they do, but it's coffee and some sort of pastry. Coffee and biscuits is not bad, alright? So, that's it for this episode of Vampire in the Kitchen. And I think I'm going to go grab me some grape jam. And I'm going to binge on some biscuits. You have a good one, and remember, a well-fed human means a well-fed vampire. And last but not least, be neat when you feed.